The elite are using phase 2 of their strategy to push for new elections. It looks like the CIA is pushing for new elections. Well, it's finally being said out loud in public and on national television. America may need to hold a new presidential election after Russia interfered in the 2016 election to help Donald Trump. Former CIA operative Robert Baer brought up the idea of holding a new election during an appearance on CNN. He said that the Russians, well, it looks like, to me, did interfere in our elections. We'll never be able to decide whether they changed the outcome, but I'll tell you, having worked in the CIA, if we had been caught interfering in European elections, Asian elections, or anywhere in the world, those countries would call for new elections. Well, that's a very strange statement because, as we know, the CIA, the United States government central bankers, well, they've had regime change in many countries, and they placed puppet governments into power. So, in fact, the United States government central bankers have interfered with the election process by bypassing it completely. And we can see right now what they're trying to do. They're trying to create this atmosphere that these elections were tampered with, but we still have a major problem. The popular vote still went to Hillary. And if there was manipulation, it had nothing to do with the Electoral College. The Electoral College, on their own, decided we wanted Donald Trump. So their story is really not working. But we can see at this point, they're doing whatever they possibly can to push their agenda. And he went on to say that any democracy, I don't see it any other way, the Electoral College, before the 19th, has got to know whether the Russians had an effect. And again, they tried it with Jill Stein with the recount. That didn't work. Here's the next phase. They're trying to create this atmosphere that we need new elections. And they're trying to use a court case from 1995, where the U.S. Supreme Court let stand the ruling of a federal district judge in Pennsylvania that invalidated a state Senate election due to fraud. Now, of course, that case, Marks versus Stinson, well, that was proved to be fraudulent. Right now, it's propaganda. Right now, there's no proof. And they're going to have to prove that Russia actually hacked the elections. And many of the voting areas, well, they're not even connected to the internet. And this is why it's going to be very difficult for them to do. But it doesn't mean they're not going to try. It doesn't mean they won't succeed, because their main agenda is to invalidate the elections. Now, you can hear more of all of this in the full report, which is on the X22 Report YouTube channel. And those reports are Monday through Friday, one on Sunday, and they're between 6 and 7 Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to listen to incredible interviews, you can go to the X22 Report Spotlight YouTube channel, where you can hear interviews with Cliff High, you can hear interviews with David Morgan, you can hear interviews with Michael Snyder, you can hear interviews with David Stockman, Jim Rickards. So head on over to the X22 Report Spotlight YouTube channel, and you can hear all the interviews there.